and sunny here today. I know.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Zero10 podcast. Andy and I are back at it in the new year, so this is very fun to be able to meet up. I am in North Dakota or South Dakota today, and Andy is in.
I'm in Arizona. You might need to be in North Dakota because you've mentioned Bismarck in North Dakota
I
multiple times accidentally today.
know.
So
Well, I will be. I
maybe you're
will
being
be in
drawn up
February.
there. Yeah.
February, I'm coming.
Yes. Yes. Oh
Still
gosh.
looking for a dress. We are attending an event with a
Mm-hmm.
good friend of ours,
Mm-hmm.
Jess Cunningham, which has been those girls, and Amanda. They've been on
Mm-hmm.
our podcast.
They
Um,
have.
yes, so we're going out to dress up and support a good
Mm-hmm.
cause and
Mm-hmm.
um, have just a girls' night. And I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I'm still looking for
Yeah.
my dress.
And I don't know if you know this, it's going to be, they've got two tables this year. So there's going to be 20 of us. So that's a
Did
big
she
group.
fill them? Get
I'm
there?
pretty sure that they're filled.
Okay.
We did some brainstorming and we I think you get the same you tend to think of the same people, but then when you start, brainstorming a little bit, there's so many fun people to
Oh,
sit
yeah.
at the table. And anyway, so yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be a good night.
Oh, I'm so
I,
excited.
I don't socialize very much anymore. So
Not in
that'll be
those kind of
fun.
Not in those kind
Yeah.
of situation or that kind of
Yes, right.
event. I'm trying to honestly, I thought there might be some. I didn't find any in this
Mhm.
winter, this direction. But I was like, okay, do you guys have any galas or balls or
Mhm.
galas, balls, whatever, different things like that? And they're like, well, I'm sure we do, but they
Yeah.
are not involved in them. So I'm like, okay. I just always look forward to dressing up like once a year,
Yeah.
at least
Yes.
with the girls. I don't know. It's
Yes. Yeah.
just feels good. I don't know.
I never thought it would be my thing, but when she invited me the first time many years ago, I was like, "Oh, this is fun."
Yeah.
It's fun when it's fun, and it's fun to look at every how everyone else is dressed too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And you
it's like
weren't
a
there
creative
last year.
space. I wasn't. I was in Thailand last year.
Last year there was some crazy beautiful dresses, like
Oh, now
crazy
there's so
beautiful.
much pressure.
Were you no, I mean, well, I don't look at it that way, but I mean, where you were like, holy cow, where do you even find a dress like that? Like there was some
Really?
crazy beautiful dresses. Yeah.
It's fun. It's so
It's
fun.
fun to see women. It's fun to see women look pretty. And in what I do for a living, which is give facials, I feel like I love to see the end result when women look in the mirror. I make them look in the mirror before they leave and I say, see how pretty you look. And to see their faces light up when they see how pretty they look and have it pointed out to them, it makes my heart so happy. But especially in a place like that, because when I walk by people and I make a point to tell them, oh my gosh, you look so pretty, or I love your dress or whatever. And just to see women light up like that, like,
Hmm.
you know, I don't know. There's nothing better than to see a woman like feel good about herself, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
And you,
honestly, to walk out in that dress that ne very rarely do we do this, right? So
right.
you're already like a little bit like, this is new, and I haven't worn
Yes.
heels in 3 weeks or 3 months or
Yes.
5 months or a year.
Or a year.
Like
Yeah.
since last year, same
Yeah.
time. No,
Yeah.
it's just like you're kind of like a little bit not comfortable in it. We don't do it, or at least I don't. I don't do it a lot.
Yes.
And
No.
so it's like, okay, like not a big deal. No one's even looking at you, but everyone's looking
But
at
everyone's looking, but no one,
you. But nobody cares. But everyone,
nobody cares.
yeah,
Everyone's worried about themselves.
exactly. Everyone's
Yes.
feeling the same way as you
Yes.
are.
Yes. Hmm.
So yeah, I just love it. I think it's so fun.
It's a fun night.
Yeah. Well,
Fun
that'll be
night.
good.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we were going with that, but came up.
No, but it was fun to talk about.
Oh yeah, so
So,
Bismarck, I get to come and see everybody in Bismarck. I'm
mhm.
gonna spend a good week up there, I think, or not like 5 days. So
Yeah,
great.
good.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna have a 1 day retreat there too.
we are the
Yeah.
8th. I have it written down because I'm gonna.
Sunday the 8th, yes. So that information will actually be posted today.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
not today for the podcast, but today for us. So
Yeah, right.
anyway,
We'll see how fast
anyway,
Josie gets on the publishing of this
right.
podcast. It might be
Yeah,
today.
maybe it could be today. So
I'm wearing my sparkle jacket for the new year, and also
I
didn't get
see
shit
that.
done today. So that's maybe it will.
That's your superpower, your sparkle jacket.
My sparkle jacket. I'll probably put on
Mm.
some leggings and
Mhm.
call it an outfit and go to the coffee shop and do some work.
Oh, that's
I found a spot in Spearfish that I really like, which I think there's multiple. But you know how we had that coffee shop. We loved the one,
mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's not, I don't even know what it is about it. There was nothing like, it was just
Oh,
inviting. I don't know. We just enjoyed it. Same place.
yeah.
Familiarity probably a bit. But yeah, I found one and I've been there every week here a couple times, sometimes a week. And honestly, I'm gonna say their prices are unreal. Like I got a London Fog for $2.50.
Oh, wow.
And I told them that. I was like, "Are you sure it's a fog and not just a tea?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Mhm.
And I said, your prices are spot on. Thank you." You know, 'cause
Yeah.
that was just really nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
Not that
'Cause-
everyone don't change your prices, whatever. It was
no,
just
but
it just felt, it was
yeah.
like nice if I'm gonna come here multiple times a week, like I can.
Yeah. Well, and don't we don't feel that way the last few years. We feel like, holy cow, $10 for a drink, or like we
Yeah,
feel
it
the
really,
opposite all the time. So how nice to be surprised by a fare, like getting a value.
yeah, yeah, it was really nice. It was good.
Yeah, good.
So what's been going on in your world? This is just a nice check-in today.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I'm in Arizona. Um, I've been fortunate enough to come be in Arizona a few times since the fall. And I hate to be that person, but it's going to be 79 and sunny today. And I think it's like 15 degrees in Bismarck or something. So, it's like, what I've realized is what I've kind of always known is that I'm a better human if I can get away from the winter for a little bit.
Yeah.
Winter's hard for me and it is for a lot of people, but it also does surprise me how many people are like, oh, I love the winter. I love the seasons. I don't mind the cold. And that's great. And there were many years in my life where it didn't really bother me. But
Yeah.
as I've gotten, it just seems like every year it drains me a little bit more and a little bit more. So I'm very aware of how fortunate I am to be able to come down here and get a little sun, relax a little bit, then I go home and work really hard. I think I told you that I've been surprised at how, and so thankful how busy I've been in Hazen and working early mornings, working late nights, working Saturdays, working Sundays. I love it. I love to work. I love my job. I love what I do. So I can go work hard for a while and then I can come down here and relax a little bit. And so far, that's been a really nice balance for me this winter. So I'm very thankful for that. Um, and then we have time to catch up and we have time to do our thing. And so I still am working when I'm down here, but just in a different way.
Right.
So that's where I'm at today. And gosh, really happy to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's been sunny and nice here, but not 79. We almost hit 70 the other day, but
Really? Well, yeah, you're
really,
farther south than
it's
I am.
just Spearfish is in
Yeah.
this little bubble. I don't know. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I agree with the sun piece. I can tell you got just a little bit of a glow, which is nice, like on your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a
I
little
was
bit.
here a couple weeks ago, luckily to spend the holidays with Jerry's family. And and it was pretty gloomy when we were down here, but I did get like two days of sun, so that was good. And um yeah, the sun is a thing. It's a thing. Everyone should have some sun. I don't it's something I struggle with when people are like, oh, the sun, and they're afraid of it and they're hiding and they're in the shade, and be cautious, but be out there a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's brain food. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so a couple of weeks ago would have been Christmas time.
Mhm.
Did you spend all your holidays in Arizona? Like separate, I get, but like, did you spend the holidays or how did you manage your
No,
schedule?
Well, I
Nice.
I spent Christmas Eve with my family in Bismarck, and that was lovely. My mom, my dad, my boys and their girlfriends. We all spent Christmas Eve together. Christmas Eve day and that whole day we spent together. And then Christmas Day I spent by myself in Hazen, and I think people thought I was crazy, but I needed a day to myself. Again, it had been so busy, so I needed a day to like do laundry, clean, pack, whatever. And
Yeah.
then came down the 27th and spent through the 5th. I was down here with Jerry's family, and that was really nice. And their whole family was down here,
Nice.
girlfriends, like every boyfriends, everybody was here, and we kind of celebrated a little bit of Christmas. Well, we celebrated Christmas together on New Year's Eve, and so that was very nice. And yeah, so I got to spend with both families for Christmas, and that was great.
Good.
How
I
about you?
I thought you might have had some company down, or people that you have known for a long time over Christmas down in Arizona. I was hoping that that was the case, that they were all down there too, or people that you knew
Yeah.
from home,
Yes.
Bismarck area, North Dakota area.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it was great. It was great. And then, um, we all there was a beautiful house that we stayed in. And then, my pseudo father-in-law, who's just a wonderful man, and mother-in-law, she's a wonderful woman. They had hosted, yeah. So there was people coming and going from the
Yeah.
house. People stopped by, and there was a they enlisted a couple to come play music for New Year's Day, and that was really beautiful. And you know how it is, food and it's people, and we had puzzles going, which was that's my thing. So I loved, we always there was always a puzzle going, and kids
Yeah.
playing pool and kids playing ping pong, and kids, just doing all the watching football. Watching football was lovely. It was really nice. It was a nice little getaway and family time. And yeah, I'm thankful to have been a part of that for sure. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
I'm curious, was it like the music? What kind of was it like dance music, or just like in the background, like a nice,
Well, I thought it was kind of going to be like that, like a little background thing, but we really all did sit around and just like sit and watch them play. It was a couple.
what the heck?
Um,
That's
and they
cool.
played things like, yeah, like they were playing, they played Neil Diamond. They played, what all did they play? They played kind of a gamut, but it was kind of like I know the younger kids at one point were like, oh my gosh, this is not our kind of music. So they were getting a little antsy,
Yeah.
but it was I really enjoyed it.
Good.
They were just they played guitar and sang, and yeah, it was
Just a cool
fun.
twist, or something a little different. That's
Yeah,
just neat.
yeah, yeah, it was
I love
great. It
it.
was a great idea. So yeah, it was lovely. We had a nice time.
I think
Yeah.
we were as kids just so spoiled. Every holiday when our my mom's side of the family would get together, they were all artists. So they'd jam.
Mm.
Like we seriously had jamming in the garage all the time. And
Hmm.
I don't know, like, and now all of us cousins, none of us play anything, which is
Really?
really kind of sad, honestly,
Yeah.
because I mean, unless we start picking it up and messing around or something, but yeah, they'd play it full on songs. We'd like request one and they'd start messing around, and then they're all brothers and sisters, giving each other a hard time, and like just like yeah, oh that they'd talk about the song a little bit, or like the chords that they were using. I don't know, it was just like that was just what I grew up around. It was just
Yeah.
how spoiled.
Yeah.
How fortunate, I should say. But like,
Right.
that's just unreal now when I think back on it. And then they'd give us the microphone as kids and we'd get to sing. And have you heard of the song Time Marches On?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's
Yeah.
not a kid's song, really. Like,
Mhm.
but that's like the song that we knew. So that's what we would ask all the time, us three cousins. We were all 1 year apart. And that's what we would sing as time marches on. Sisters using rouge, clear
Yeah.
complexion,
Yeah.
brothers
Oh yeah.
wearing beads, and he smokes a lot of dope.
Tracy
I
Lawrence.
still
Yeah.
know, I still know the song, like
Yeah.
all of it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah, okay. We didn't know what we
Hmm.
were saying, but it's kind of funny.
Up an interesting before we switch to you and what you and check in with you. That brings up an interesting, because there's some theories, they say that Um, I think that a lot about songs that I learned and sang in the 80s, like, and there's all supposedly all these hidden meanings, right? And stuff. And it's like, we just sang. We
Yeah.
just sang them. We just learned them. We just sang them. We sang along. You didn't think about it. I don't think. I don't remember thinking about it, but they say that it really does like affect, like we do absorb those words and it can affect us, but I don't know. I don't remember ever like thinking about it.
Well, I think one of the, and we know about absorption a little bit in that it's the intention behind the word. So if I'm not saying it like I'm smoking a lot of dope, right?
Right.
Like if I'm not like saying it with knowing like the intention of what I'm doing or whatever, then I don't know if it has, I don't know. I don't know if it has
I know.
the, it's kind of like, well, words matter. What's the study on the, is it water? Where
Oh, where you talk
where the
to it.
guy talked to the water and then,
Hmm.
you know, grew these plants. One was harshly, but I don't know if
Hmm.
it was the intent behind the words or the actual words.
The
If it was
tone.
the tone or if it was, yeah, I don't know
Hmm.
if
Yeah.
it was the tone or the just the whatever affirmation they were doing, whether it's good or bad
Hmm.
affirmation,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look into that a little bit. But yeah, I've heard that too.
Hmm. Yeah.
You like
I don't,
blame
I know
blame
that
it
there were
all on
some
Tracy Lawrence, is that right?
Tracy Lawrence. Yeah. I know there was some songs that I look back and I think, what? What? We were singing that? That was not
Yeah.
okay, but whatever.
Oh my gosh. I
So
heard
did you do any of that this Christmas? Did you have
no,
were there any jam sessions going on?
no jam sessions. Nope. We had Christmas before Christmas. We had it on
Oh,
Tuesday. It was
that's
just
right.
when our family could all get together. And it was very nice. My brother just bought a new house, and that's why I get to be in this house that I'm in right now. He just got a house he's expecting here in April, May. Hmm. Anyway, the spring. So they're just going to be growing their little family in their new home, and it's just cool.
Mm,
But he was able to host us all, so we just the immediate family and my grandma came, and yeah, we hung out for the day. Some of us stayed overnight. Every year, some kiddos aren't feeling well. By the time they've went through school, got to Christmas break time, their little immune systems are just kind of shot. And of course, the last week of school, I think, is pretty heavy into, sugars and parties,
mm,
Christmas parties, and everyone's dressing up, and, all the things. Anyway, usually there's a kiddo sick. So that was the case. One of the girls couldn't come um, to Christmas, so then they went home and didn't went back to Ralph and stayed at home. But otherwise, we all stayed and had breakfast the next morning, and it's just kind of fun. It was very nice.
good.
Yeah, we've simplified Christmas quite a bit. We still have an amazing meal. I will say that. Mom does a great job. I don't, I think I worked the day before that, so I didn't come down and the night before to, prep much or anything. So I showed up to a Christmas meal this year. I did not,
Nice.
I did not help a whole lot. It was just a different year for some
Is
reason.
it the same? Is it like a traditional, you have the same meal every year, or just do you do something
Yeah, we
different
usually
or
do beef, but honestly, it's usually prime rib. We usually
yeah.
do prime rib. We're so fortunate to be able to do that. Um, so yeah, we had some prime rib and then some sides, but we're meat eaters. I
Yeah.
mean, just a slab of meat is, we're feeling pretty great about that.
Yeah.
So we did, yeah, we had that, and then of course we ate at like 3, 4 o'clock because we've been, you snack and stuff all day and
Yeah.
decide to have a meal, and then maybe you pull out sandwiches later,
Yeah.
like a prime rib sandwich or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we also had a puzzle, and my sister picked out the puzzle, and it was one of the hardest puzzles I have ever done, and we did not
Hmm.
make it very far. Gosh, it
Hmm.
was hard. It was Minnie and Mickey Mouse or something, and yeah, it was, and it was just very difficult. It won. It did, Jensen's the one that
Really?
it did. Yeah, we didn't.
So
We
it
never
just it
got
didn't
it
stay
even.
there till it was done? You took it
I don't.
down?
I'll have to ask Sage. I mean, we left it on their counter, their
Oh
their
yeah.
dining room table when we were all leave. I mean, we worked on it until everybody needed to
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah.
We did not get very far. So, note to self. Like it was 1,000, but I don't. It wasn't it wasn't the number that was the problem.
Right.
It was just a lot of lines, and there's just didn't work out for us. We need to
I love a
practice.
hard puzzle. I love it.
You would. You probably would.
Oh,
You
I
do
love it.
enough of them. I had gotten a Christmas puzzle, and actually did go back and to see where the heck it is. It says it was delivered, but I never got it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that.
Mm.
But I was like, I have next year's, and it's not like that. It's like I think we could. I don't remember. It might have been. It might have been 1,000 too. I can't remember. I maybe did 500. I don't know. Anyway, puzzles. Once a year. We probably need to do them a little bit more often if we're gonna try to get one done in a day. But we have
My
so many
dad,
hands. I thought we could get it done.
yeah, my dad swears by it. My dad's 83 years old, and one of the things that he does to age, and I suppose in a healthy manner, is he does puzzles, and he doesn't do as many jigsaw puzzles as he used to do, but he does crossword puzzles and things like that. And he always says, "I got to keep my brain sharp," and it's true.
They,
Just a
yeah,
different way of keeping your brain active, and
yeah, for sure. That's very good.
hmm
And then everyone else had their Christmases. All my siblings had Christmases with their in-laws and family Christmases and all the things. So I think we did go like travel around to everyone's house. So I was with my parents on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we did do that. We went to everyone's places that were having Christmas and just crashed for an hour or two, and then went to the next one, and then I was done. I was
yeah,
Yep. I think shortly after that I came up here, so or down here south.
yeah.
It was very nice.
How about New Year's? Did you whoop it up?
Andy, I did like nothing.
Yeah,
What did I was in bed by 10, I think. Um, yeah, and my birthday's like right after that, right? So I think both of those days, my birthday's the 3rd of January. So I had like a pretty, and it was great. I didn't do much, but when I moved into this house, the only thing that was here was a computer chair in my bed. So and I had the TV after a day or two. So anyway, I think I watched some show or something, and then went to bed. But after 2 days of sitting in a computer chair, I mean, I walked around a bunch and stuff, but I was like, I gotta get some furniture. So on my birthday, I found some furniture on Marketplace, and my brother came and picked it up for me, which is, you know what that's like finding
yeah,
furniture and doing any of that stuff on your own. It's like you, it needs to like everything needs to be just like I need to almost buy it new so that it can be dropped off at my door. And I know that's
right.
crazy, but it's almost easier to do
It
that than it
is.
is to like find a trailer, find somebody to help you carry stuff.
Yep.
You've moved a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Anyway, so that was so wonderful. They brought the couch and chairs here, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go buy curtains. So I went to Rapid City, which is about 40 minutes away, and went shopping in quickly in every store to see like what all they had so that I could put it together and get a rug and some curtains. It really wasn't a big deal, but it was fun to me. Like, there's my birthday. And I came home and just put everything up and felt nice and cozy. That's about it.
Good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nothing better than a nice cozy home.
It really isn't. Yeah, I love it.
Mhm.
I like making any place that I'm in feel that way.
Yeah.
Not always clean and picked up. I will say that. Like I have to go through and move all my clothes to the rooms and stuff like that sometimes, but
Mhm.
gosh, it just feels good at the end of the night or the day
Mhm.
or while you're trying to work too, that it's just like warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're working like in Arizona. Where do
Mhm.
you, which is a lot of like, computer work and things like that.
Yeah. Right.
Where do you end up in your house? Or do you stay in your house to work?
Well, this is the only like you and I were here in October. I was here by myself in November, and then when I was only here for a couple days in December. So I really, and plus I don't ever get sick, but I didn't feel great. So I really just laid on my couch for that couple days. Um, and when we were here in October, we had a lot to do, right? We had a lot to do. We were busy.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, when I was here a couple weeks ago, every Jerry's family came and to see the house the one night, and we brought some pizza. It was fun. We just had a little pizza party. But the boys, because there's some big boys in that family, they carried that big heavy piece
TV.
out of my living room. Do you remember that
Yeah.
piece that we
Yeah.
couldn't even budge?
Yeah.
They took that out into the garage. So that was just like the final piece of kind of, other people's things out, so my things in. And so that was awesome. But anyway, so far it's been my kitchen table where I'm at right now. I don't know if that'll change. There's a spot over here that I might put something, but I also kind of like the simplicity of not having a lot of furniture and not having a lot of things.
Yeah. I know when I was there, I think I did a bunch of editing on podcasts. I think I did it in your pool, standing
Yeah,
in
you
your
sat
pool.
out there. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just because I needed to stand because my back was all messed up. But I remember I was
Yes.
like, this is legit. As long as you can see your screen, you know. But I
From
love
the
that.
sun, if you
From the
mean from the
sun.
sun.
Yeah, from the
Yes,
sun.
right.
But it was so
Agreed.
nice. Like you honestly had so many. You could do that, and then you could be in the shade outside. You have a nice
Mm,
like. That's so nice to, like that you can
yeah,
like
the backyard
circulate
is
kind of through. And
pretty
honestly,
great.
if I'm like stuck mentally, like trying to figure something out, just changing your location can like
Mhm.
like open it up a bit to like move forward in it,
Yes.
whatever project you're on. I feel so that's I love that for your space.
You're right, and I haven't done that yet. But again, well, and when I was here in December, it was chilly. It wasn't like what warm.
Mm.
It wasn't warm enough to go sit outside except for like in the middle of the afternoon. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I'm still finding my way through my home here. I'm still, feeling my way through. I still haven't slept in the master bedroom. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know that we need to get into that on here, but there's just, it's not quite, the space isn't quite comfortable enough in that back bedroom yet for me to want to sleep back there. But the other rooms feel pretty good. That one, there's that one too that was apparently the gentleman that lived here. Apparently was his office, and he spent a lot of time there. Apparently, is what I've been told. And you can feel it does. It feels a little just stuck, or just not bad energy, but just feels a little something still back part of my house. So I'm still, the windows get open and I get fresh air in there and things like that. So that feels better and better all the time. But I'm still feeling my way through my space.
Yeah. Well, good.
So I don't know
It'll
yet
come.
where,
It will come. It will.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know yet where my space will be. But so far it's been right here at the kitchen table, and that's been fine. Or sometimes I stand up at the bar at the kitchen counter at the bar there. But yeah, how about you? Do you have a designated space where you,
Well, I so
besides your coffee shop, of course, but
right.
yeah.
And I just find this so important. I teach it all the time is like finding, like making your space, whatever it is. It does not, you don't have nothing fancy, but like when I sit there, my body and everything knows what's going on there. So even if it's not working, I have like a chair where I do my devotions and everything is and journaling and kind of like this is my Zen chair. And I started that many years ago. And I've done it through the last four places, four, four places that I've lived, and it's always, and even when I was in all the different Airbnbs and things like that, I would designate that spot. So I was just curious because and that's not my working spot, but it's my like what I can turn on in my brain that this is what I do here, you know.
Yeah.
Gosh, it helps. It helps so much when your environment is just kind of set for that. It's like your little safe haven in a way. And it doesn't
Hmm.
have, I mean, I had one place that was like one side of the couch was that, the other side wasn't, but that one side was. Like I just tried to make that so repetitive that in times of stuckness or not feeling right or whatever, I could at least go to that spot and it would comfort a bit just
Yeah.
because of the way the chair feels or whatever. Like my body recognizes that this is your safe spot.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I not that that's ties in a little bit differently, but I have that spot here. For working wise, I end up on my butt on the floor, to be honest. And then I spend a lot of time right here. This is where I do all my recordings typically, because this wall is so freaking awesome. I love it. It's very pretty.
Did your brother make that? Or
My mom and dad did. So my mom
oh,
painted it all. My dad put all the pieces together
mm,
and did
yeah,
that.
that's neat.
Yeah, it's cool. Just some different colors and but kind of warm and I don't know, I like it. So
Hmm.
I spend a lot of Thursdays, I spend a lot of time right here.
Yeah.
Right here. But I still see patients, right? So I that's my work on Tuesdays. So that's a completely different town. Doing it there and I've tried to, change my mindset when I walk into that house too. On just like I'm really on a heart, mission. So just opening up my heart for patients to walk through that door and have it to be an inviting home for them to walk into
Hmm.
to get care. It's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this last year, but I like to ask people this question is, do you do New Year's resolutions? I know your answer, but
Yeah.
um, do you do like, or how do you, I love a new year.
Yeah. Oh, I do too.
Love it.
I love
I
it.
love it. But I love a new week. I love a new month. I love a new day. I love all those things, but I love a new year. There's something just kind of to me exciting about a new year.
Yeah. It's powerful.
Yeah.
Because it can be very like you can transform it in
Yeah.
whatever way, shape, or form. Sometimes to think like, you know, I won't even go there. So I will say I did like a a full like meditation slash work through meditation, like different questions that I asked and things, and I did that. I've been doing this kind of work on myself for many years, and then I finally like just put it into form. So I will say like I don't do these are my goals for the next year, whatever, but
Mhm.
I do really embody what I want to feel in myself this year and bring it to right now. But I can use like the year like maybe what I'm where I'm walking or who I'm with or like whatever comes about like then I when I'm in in that body like really thinking about that then I make some affirmations confirmations of what I want to come of this year. One
Mhm.
year I wrote down, and I think I shared this on a podcast. I think it was the year before that January before we started our podcast. I had written that I was going to be starting a podcast. Did I work towards that? Not necessarily. It was just my intention. Um, it finally came about. So that's like an example of what it kind of works through. But I write myself like a little letter saying it's now December 31st, 2026. This is what's going on in my life. This is how I'm feeling. Are all the things. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's not resolutions or anything of that sort, but um, I do, yeah, I do a full reflection on my year, what worked, what didn't work, what
Mhm.
do I need to do more of, what does my heart want more of, that sort of thing. And then
Yeah.
you can do that every day. You can do that every
You-
quarter or whatever.
Yeah.
But and I spend a week in it. I don't spend like I look at my questions and then just kind of like, oh yeah, this was great. This is great. And I kind of add to that list so that I've got like I've got used some mental space on it, some
Mhm.
time of just reflecting over the year. This last year was interesting to reflect on. So
I bet. I bet it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was a
I
lot.
didn't I didn't do a lot of reflecting on the last year. I just kind of by choice. I mean, moving through it I just didn't feel like I needed to reflect upon it, maybe quite yet. But um, Christy, Christy Obenauer, who was on our
Yeah.
podcast at one point, she had her daughter Elle, Jerry's daughter Elle, um, and then Christy's sister Steph, and their Christy and Jerry's son Corden, his girlfriend Maggie. Okay, so that's a lot of confusion, but regardless, there was so five of us: Christy, Elle, Maggie, Steph, and myself. We did a we did. Christy suggested this, and it was fun, and it's something I would have. It's just not really my thing, but it was fun. It was a winter solstice
Yeah.
something. Did I tell you this? And so then
No,
you
I know what winter solstice stuff is though.
right. So on the winter solstice, which is the 21st, you write down 12 wishes for the year, the upcoming year. So 12 wishes for yourself. And then starting on the solstice, you offer them up to the universe or whatever. So you can like ideally you set them on fire. You put them on a little piece of paper, all your 12 wishes, and then you set them on fire or whatever you do to put them to offer them up. And so I did it. And what I found really interesting about it for me was when I sat down to do 12 wishes, because that's what it was. It was wishes, 12 wishes. And I was like, how fortunate am I that I couldn't think of, I mean, I had a really hard time thinking of 12 wishes for myself, like what do you, what do I even have to wish for? You know what I mean? Like it was really difficult. And so there was one that was very like an attainable, almost goal type wish. And the other ones were big. Like I aimed big because I was like, I don't know what to wish for. So it was like $1 million or,
Yeah.
like I had to put some big crazy things on these 12 wishes. And then, you don't look at them. You just offer them up. Well, I think Maggie looked at them because she wanted to know what she was letting go of. And that was great. She wanted to offer that up and whatever, but I didn't look at any of them. I just put them up, let them on fire and let them go. But what's interesting was the one, then you open up your one on the first. That's going to be, you open that last one and that's one that you're supposed to then actually focus on and think about for the year, right? And so the one that I opened up was the only one that was actually like attainable for myself, like I could actually work on. And it was to have a strong and healthy body throughout the entire 2026 year. And, part of that might not be something you have complete control over, but it's definitely something that you have control over. So I thought that was really interesting that the only wish that I could actually control
Was
was
the
the one that I got kind of, to
feels
focus
good.
on myself. So I wouldn't call that a resolution by any means, but that is a goal every day. But honestly, for the year is just to have a strong, healthy body. I don't think I've worked on the strength of my body for a long time, and just and to be thankful for it every day. The health to have a healthy body is just a gift, and it is something to work on, but also just to be thankful for, you know,
Yeah,
every
definitely.
day. Yeah.
Definitely. And it's when you're working on it, it's kind of like how thankful you are for your home when you're cleaning it or when it's done being cleaned. It's
Yeah.
very, it's very similar, like spending time in it. It doesn't mean that you're always working out, but you're in your body, like,
No.
or eating well. It's all of it, right? When we know
Yes.
that, but it's being with it
Yes.
through the
Yeah.
day, not
Yeah.
dragging it along through the day to
Yeah.
keep up.
And just for me too, I think for me, it is being in it in that like, oh, I don't know, like even on the plane last night, and they offer you things that like, no, I don't like how fun would it be or I'm not a drinker really anymore, but like I wanted a ginger ale and I'm like, no, that's not gonna make me feel good when I go to like it's a lot of sugar in a ginger ale. You know what I mean? Like, and so I got something else instead. But it's just that reminder of like, I'm not if I wanted the ginger ale, I would have had it, but and been thankful for it. But I do just think to myself, the stronger and the healthier that I feel, the less likely I am to be like, I just don't even want those things anymore. And for me, when I say strong, and you said working out, it's like, no, I don't work out anymore. I don't. And that was one of the best things. And you actually helped me with that a
Yeah.
little bit in
You
that,
were
like, it
going
wasn't
hard,
good for
girl.
my body. It wasn't like my
At the
body
time,
couldn't
no. I
tolerate
don't
it.
know what it is now, but at the time it
No,
was really hard.
no, it wasn't. So for me, it's like I go for an hour long walk. That's what gives me strength. That's what gives me, I might pick up some little dumbbells and do some things. I do that kind of stuff, but for me, it's just that powerful. I feel powerful even just going for a walk,
Hmm.
and keeping my core strong and, walking, being straight and just those kinds of things. So anyway, um, that's my, whatever you want to call it, wish, goal, resolution for the new year is just to be so thankful every day for my strong and healthy body and continue to keep it that way. So,
Yeah. Some people do the word of the year.
yeah,
I've seen a lot of that, which I do
I've done
appreciate.
that.
Yeah, I have one this year. This year is connection. Um, and that's not just with other people,
Yeah.
you know. And that's what I love about it is you pick a word and it's just like if I'm feeling off, at least I feel like there's two words that I can always go back to. One is all the time, and that's worthiness for me. Like I did a full book on all this stuff, and had somebody walk me through like what my core, um, when I'm feeling off, what the core thing is, and it's a worthiness thing, which there's only like three core emotions, I guess, that are tied to all the other ones, anger and sadness and whatever. Um, so anyway, I can always go back to that word, but this year I'm going to go back to connection because it's time, um, to have that one be in the forefront of my mind. Of it can look however it needs to, but to
Mhm.
stay connected to the world, even, now that I feel like I didn't isolate, but I did a lot of self healing and connection to myself over the last year. So, but I think this year I'm gonna just see where things go, just as I connect with humans, not for any reason, like no, ulterior motive, right?
Mhm.
Just connecting, just
Yeah.
being able and feeling safe through the connections. Like not that someone's gonna attack me, but like, no, you don't have to share your whole world, but like, can you just still connect with somebody
Yes.
and anyone, people you love, people you don't know, whatever, like
Mhm.
across virtually, like just really practicing it because I don't know if I always am good at that. So working on it.
I think I'm open to connection. Like I'll give an example on the plane last night. There was a woman sitting next to me and we didn't say a word to each other the whole time. I mean, when she sat down and was smiling but her husband was with her and they were connecting and I just minded my business. But when we landed, we couldn't, um, we couldn't unload right away. What am I trying to say? Anyway,
Be plain.
yeah, we couldn't deplane. We couldn't depart the plane. Anyway, and so we had to wait for a little while. And people get antsy and they're people are antsy and stuff. And so pretty soon, yeah, we just started chatting and but I mean I'm always open on a plane to talking to the person next to me, but I don't initiate it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm never going to be the one that will try to start talking to someone. But if they talk to me, I'll talk to them the whole flight. But I'm
Hmm.
open to it. But I
Yeah.
don't necessarily seek it out.
No, and I think it's a feeling more than,
Yeah,
like, and honestly, if I sit next to
maybe.
someone who feels like they're, um, really hard, I
Yeah.
don't mind,
No,
and
no.
I do not initiate conversations all that often either. I might smile and say, hey, like, how's
Hmm.
just your first flight, or, like something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing too deep. But, yeah, it's almost, I feel more comfortable when I'm sitting to someone who's connected as well and we're not talking than someone who's like, I need to get off this plane. They're the ones that are like hopping up and like grabbing
Yeah.
their stuff before they're even like
Yeah.
stopped. And, you know, talk
Yeah.
about seeing, airports
Mm,
and planes.
mm,
Like, you just learn
mhm,
so much about somebody.
mhm.
I don't
Yes.
find travel stressful. I know a lot of people do. I really don't, but I
Mm-mm.
don't know if
I
it's the
don't
amount of
either.
time I have or have done it or what, but there's only a few times that like when in the beginning when it was so anxious to like get your bag down and you're like pulling it really hard and then you hit your head and then you like slap it. It's because you're nervous and you're like super
Right.
anxious, right? Or like people are waiting. And I don't remember, I've watched a few people in the past, watch them do it, and it's so gentle, and it actually takes less time, but they don't care if they're like holding up the line or whatever.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I'm gonna be that person from here on out.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah.
And I'll smile around, and they'll be like, whatever. But I definitely, and I'm always at the window. I try to be at the window. So of course, like I'm the last
I'm
one to
always
grab
at
my
the
bag.
window.
I'm grabbing my bag out last, right?
Hmm.
And everyone's waiting for you, and it looks like you're the one
Hmm.
holding it up, but it's not.
Hmm.
It's just funny. It helped me so much once I just decided that it was not a big deal. I can take
It's
it.
not a big deal.
Like, oh shoot,
Not.
I left my whatever in the pocket,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a big deal.
No, not a big deal.
I always hit the window. And I saw this, I think it was a comedian. I don't, I think anyway. And they were like, what's with these people looking out the window? You never seen a cloud before. And I'm like, I will see the cloud every single time and I will be thrilled with it every single time. I love to see the clouds at our level. I love to be above them. I love the clouds. I love looking down at the roads and the cars and I can do it the whole 2.5 hour. I can just stare out the window the whole entire time and I'm super happy. Unless it's so cloudy that you can't see anything. Otherwise, I got my window open. And I just don't understand why people think that's weird.
I don't know.
I love it. I love having the window open.
I like the window. I like being able to open it if I feel like it. And I
Hmm.
also like having a headrest. So I'm kind of,
Yeah.
I'll sleep on it. Yeah, you just got that.
Well, and I like
Little
to,
extra shoulder room.
and I don't know if it's just I can be comfortable in any, I really can be comfortable. I can be fine. I can make myself small and just like, I don't, so I feel bad for people who need that extra space and who are uncomfortable so I will just, stick up against that window and let people have some extra room because I'm fine. I'm fine, well, if again, these are 2.5 hour flights. So it's not like I'm traveling, long, long ways, but, um, I feel bad for people who are uncomfortable on a plane because there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do, that you're just stuck there. So anyway, but I do the window every single time. Freaking love it.
Hmm.
Love it.
Okay. What else? Anything else that our listeners need to hear about what's
Well,
going on in our worlds?
I mean, we probably should talk about a March reset and restore, which is the
Yeah.
first week
First
in
weekend.
March, first full week in March. Right? Is it the week? No, it's the
Yeah.
weekend. I don't know. We
It's
need to
the
get,
weekend.
yeah, it's that weekend. Yeah, reset and restore in March in Arizona. And um, we should probably do honestly just a separate little thing about retreats. I think I've had a lot of people want to come to the retreats and there's always one thing that's holding them back and it can be different for everybody, like there was a gal that she doesn't want to share a room with anybody. Well, call us, give us a call. I think my phone number was on the last flyer that we put out, but like give us a call. Let's talk through this. We can figure this out. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. There was somebody else who just was hesitant about the movement, like I like,
Okay.
and I've been that person too. Like, I don't nervous about movement in front of other people or whatever. Or are they going to be able to do it? Call us. Like, we can talk through these things, but maybe we should have our own little separate video about maybe what to expect at one of our retreats and how safe they really are and how we'll make sure that you're safe. We'll make sure that you're comfortable. We're not going to force you to do anything, but, um, and maybe why it's important to take time for yourself for things like this. So I encourage people to challenge themselves. If one of our retreats sounds interesting to you, I just challenge you to um, maybe get past whatever it is that's holding you back. And yeah, give us a call or shoot us a message, or how can we help you to get past your hesitation and your reservations, because things like this can really be life changing. They've been life changing for me in the past. And I know for Josie too, you've had some really great experiences. Um, so we're going to focus on the reset and restore retreat in March. And we've got a 1 day in Bismarck on February 8th. Those are really fun.
Yep, those are great. Those are great. So, yeah,
Most
let's
people
do
can
that.
commit to 1 day.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
understand traveling in for a couple days is a little harder, but most people can commit to 1 day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right. Well, that's a wrap for probably this one, and we will record a separate one on all the rest of the retreats.
okay. Perfect.
Okay.
It was a good catch up.
Yes, no kidding. There's a lot in there. So, have fun
Yeah.
unpacking it, everybody.
Yeah. Right.
We had fun recording
Right.
it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you.
We'll see you in your sparkly shirt later.
Yeah, sounds good. Bye.
Okay.